Hello students, good morning to all. How are you all? I hope you are doing great at your home. Now in today's video session, we will start with our chapter 3, Housing and Clothing, in which we will study our first topic, which is housing. So students, please tell me, where do you live? Yes, you live in your house. So a house is a place where we stay with our family. A house is a place where you stay with your family. So we need a house to live. Now our house protects us from heat, cold, storm and rain. Our house used to protect us from heat, cold, storm and rain, and our house also protect us from wild animals and from thieves, robbers. So our house gives us protection. Now we will learn different types of houses. Children, you have seen different types of houses. As when you go to your village, you see different type of house, and when you live in a when you go to a city or a town, you see different type of house. So today we will learn two types of houses. The first one is kacha house. Kacha house is basically made up of mud, straws and sticks, and pakka house is made up of bricks, iron, wood, glass and cement. So students, kacha house is not very strong, and basically you have seen in your villages, like when you go to your village to visit your native place, you see different types of houses which are made up of mud or sticks, straws. So a kacha house is not so very strong, and a pakka house are very strong houses, and you see these kind of houses in cities, towns, and so these houses are made up of brick, iron, wood, glass and cement. Now children, have you seen some multi-story buildings? That means, have you seen some buildings that have many floors where different families live in different floors? So a multi-story building is also come in this category. That means a multi-story building is also come in this pakka house category. So we have learned two types of houses. First is kacha house and second is pakka house. Kacha house is not so very strong and are made up of mud, straws and sticks, and pakka house is very strong house and made up of bricks, iron, wood, glass and cement. So children, our next type of houses are special houses, in which we will study some different types of houses, in which first we will learn slit house. In places where it rains a lot, slit houses are made there. Now the slit houses are made there on wooden poles, and these poles are called slit. So students, in the areas where it rains a lot, where excess of rain is there, so there people made slit houses for their living part. The slit houses are made on wooden poles. There wooden poles are there, and the houses are made on wooden poles. If excessive rain is there, then the poles are there in the water, and the house is made on the poles. So the slit houses made in the area where excess of rains occur. Then second type of house is igloos. Now in ice cold places, people cut blocks of ice to make houses called igloos. Now igloos are made in that areas where ice is there. So in ice cold places, igloos are made there to live for the living part. Now the third type of house is tents. People who roam around from place to place are called nomads. Now what are nomads called? The people who roam around from one place to another, and these kind of people, that means they live in tents or caravans. That means the people who roam from one place to other place, they live in a temporary house, and the temporary house is called tents or caravans. Okay, these kind of tents are made up of canvases. That means these kinds of tents can be made from the woods, and these kinds of tents can be made up from the cloth, a thick cloth. So they used to live in the tents. Now some people also make houses on boats called houseboats. Now some people used to live in the house that are made of boats. That means they live on the boats, and these kinds of houses are called houseboats. So children, our next topic is a good house. How should be your house? That means how should you keep your house to look beautiful? So our first point is a good house should be airy and should allow sunlight. Sunlight kills germs and keeps the room dry. That means your house should be well ventilated. That means a proper windows and doors should be there in your house to keep your house clean, and the proper doors and windows allow sunlight and fresh air in the rooms, and the rooms keeps dry. That means if you have seen in your house that when it rains a lot, your rooms gets some smell. That means, and your walls get wet from the rain. Okay, so if the proper ventilation in there in your house can be, this proper sunlight is there, your walls will be clean and dry. Next point is a good house should be kept clean so you can live healthy and happy. If your house is clean, then you can live a very healthy and happy life. Third is a good house should have proper wire netting. This keeps flies and mosquitoes away. That means your house should have a proper netting. Proper netting means in the doors and windows proper net should be there, so that only sunlight and fresh air comes in, not these flies and mosquitoes. So net keeps away all the flies and mosquitoes from your house. The third one is a good house should have a proper drainage systems to carry dirty water away from the house. That means if your house has a proper drainage system, the dirty waters keeps away from your house. That means the water comes from the kitchen and the bathroom, that should have a proper drainage, and the drains should be covered properly so that there should not be mosquitoes and the flies should be there. So the last point is a good house should have open spaces like balconies and courtyards, so it provides fresh and clean air. That means a good house should have a proper balcony and courtyard system that will also provide you a sufficient space for your play area, and the balconies will provide some fresh and clean air coming into your house. And children, you should plant trees in your house so that the trees can give you fresh air, and that makes your surrounding beautiful.